That's our second Daedric ruin, mind you. You can use enchanted pants with constant effect for all the bound armor. And if you enchant pants with the bound armor effects, yeah, but then when you kill the NPC, you get the pants. And the idea, I assume, is that you fight someone clad in bound Daedric armor, but then when you kill them, there's nothing. I think that's the whole point. The other way to do it would be to script, like if it's a unique NPC, you put a script and you say, on activate, disable. So when you go to click and loot, the corpse disappears. And you can add a message that before you can loot the body, it disappears right before your eyes or something like that. But that would work for a new NPC, and you can attach a script to that one. There's not going to be any conflict. Thank you. I love the wizard hat as well. We're a spell sword, so it's really, really important for us to have a sword that's magic or magical, and to have the wizard hat, so that way we can yeah, it's a very important aspect of our personality. Funny thing is, hey, thank you so much for the follow, Drunken Observer, welcome on in. Funny thing is, because we have equipment requirement, you see, whenever I look at gear, your skill has to be a certain level to be able to use it without major debuff. And I don't use light armor, so I had to train my light armor specifically up to 6 exactly, so that I knew how to wear my hat. It's a skill, okay? It's not as easy as it seems. Like if you tilt it a little too much, you look stylish, but the wind can blow it off. If you pull it down too much, the hat stays on, but you can't see anything. It's an art. And so we practiced light armor just enough that we could wear that hat. It's very important, very, very important. Okay, this guy is not friendly. Before you go, oh, you cast a burden on me, you little burden caster. Oh, and then you come, are you stupid? Oh, you're so dumb. That idiot cast burden on me, so I can't move anymore. And then he walks up to me with his puny little fists, getting, you know, exactly in the range of my sword. It's not a clever strategy, really. I can tell. Bodean. Ooh. Rainbow. Okay. These are good. We can sell those. That's pretty good too. We're gonna need packs on again. Hat wearing is a skill on its own. It really is. Like, I think I've described it quite precisely. It actually is not that easy to wear a hat comfortably without having to hold it or whatever. Hat skill level 0. Use a hat as a bowl, or rather use a bowl as a hat, which goes with hairstyling level 0, and then you cut your hair around the bowl and ta-da! You look like Caldwell in SO. That's Caldwell, right? The mad guy who's got a pot on his head. I think that's the name. Sure, we'll see. I'm never gonna make any potions because I get everything I need. He succumbed to his inner red guard. Is that what it is? It sounds like a malediction, a curse. No, I suddenly remembered I'm a red guard. And red guards don't fight cowardly, right? They go right in there, in melee style. Packs on? There you are, Paxson. Except you're not talking to me. There we go. Mo Howard. Prof, I'm not getting the reference. Who is Mo Howard? Funkip. Thank you so much for the follow. So, Meiji, how far did you get in your game? I think the last time, tell me if I'm wrong, but the last time you went after Vivek? it's really hard to keep track of my characters and then keeping track of other people's characters is a tad difficult. Okay, too much fish. We're not gonna eat all of that. And I'm not carrying rotten fish. I should have eaten it sooner. It's totally my fault, but still. Okay. Now, really, I was just looking for the entrance to this ruin. There has to be a way in. Come on. This is the one Daedric ruin that has no door. How about this way? Aha! The fog in Morrowind is a little too thick, as in sometimes you're almost close to a door and you're still not seeing it. I adore Paxson. I think if I could have only one companion, that would be Paxson. Like, he's sturdy and I don't have to worry too much about keeping him alive. I mean, he has died, so he can. Also, even though he's running up to the enemy, he doesn't prevent me from fighting, you know, from a distance. And that's just really, really good. So I don't have to go around, wait, move, wait, and then die. We are still in the main quest, returning to Orshilaku camp with information from the dissident priest. Alright. Then in Skyrim we have been role-playing a cryomancer arcane assassin that is cursed by Hersin to hunt forever. Nice. Nice one. It's been forever since I got into Skyrim, honestly. The last character that I played the most, it was a thief, vampire, illusionist, putting traps everywhere, typically walking into them. But I liked her because there was a bug, and she had one eye that was vampire eye, all white, and the other one that was her normal human eye. So I like to say that she still had enemy. Go Paxson! Okay, this is getting serious. Let's get our... Okay, got one. What next? Nice, Paxson, you got it. I remember these guys. When did I explore this? I know that ruin, and we are worshipping Malakath? That's Malakath, right? It's not a talker, unfortunately. I see you, I see you. Running around in circle, what a lousy strategy. Ooh! Wow, I didn't see my health going down there. Very, very confused there. I'm dying! Let me bounce! Are you going to lead me to more enemies? I think I got him. Yeah. Would Hersin consider this a punishment? That's a fair question, actually. Mo from the Three Stooges. He had a bowl haircut. Ow! Sorry, Prof. I'm only reading that. Would Hersin consider that a punishment? I mean, really, for what I've seen of her sin, it's more like hunting is a joy, hunting is a privilege, and then if you emerge victorious from the hunt, you're even greater. So maybe it's not really a punishment. Or, I mean, then putting you on a never-ending hunt, that actually is a punishment, because you can never get your trophy, you can never really truly emerge victorious. So I would take it that way. The second part of it was because her parents displeased him, so he cursed them, and the curse has been passed on to our character. Oh, I see. So you never actually caught lycanthropy, you inherited it from your parents. It's a family amulet that taps into her desire to hunt, growing cold in heart, body and soul. Wow, so she's becoming more and more beast-like, like running on instincts rather than reason, I guess. Skink, more ads? How come? Did you refresh? Oh, you switch from different channels. Yeah. So naturally, she will hunt bigger game, or people, like people, and will run into Hersin, who will hint for it, but by then she shouldn't care anymore, and she will be void of emotion and sympathy, hence being cold-hearted. I see. Hersin's afterlife is the hunting ground. True. I like the backstory. I like the fact that lycanthropy is something that she can't be cured of, I assume, because the way she caught it is not exactly the normal way. Imperial silver. Oh, but it's heavy. We're gonna get Paxson to wear it. I mean to wear it, to carry it. Buffering, so I had to F5. Let me check. I don't have a single dropped frame. Do let me know if it's a consistent thing. In which case I will panic. Okay. Well, this could have been a home if we didn't already, find one. Do I know light? I do not know light. But I have Paxson. Where are you, Paxson? With me. Lighting everything. Lighting my path. Lots and lots of ingredients. Wow, they're very, very keen on steel around here. Ancient Daedric key. Interesting. What will you open? There's no door here. Or there. We're gonna have to pick up whatever cursed items they are. That's what we do. We have to pick them up. We actually collect cursed gems. Even though once we pick them up they're not cursed anymore, but that's just a detail. What do you have for me? All these potions. I really wish that when the NPC dies, whatever potions they received from NPC Enhance just goes away. I think that would make the game more balanced. Okay, it was just this one. It was lagging, but it's better now that you refreshed. Okay, good. I think the goal of our character is eventually we will become Hersin's champion, as the curse is merely Mersin's molding out character to his will. He will protect us and praise us as his own, a blessing in disguise. Well, that's the thing, like the curse of Hersin, as far as Hersin is concerned, is not a way to punish people. It's an honor. Like you're given a chance to prove yourself as a true hunter. So I do agree. So maybe Hersin is giving you a chance to essentially redeem your parents. Okay, I got a key, but I'm not seeing a door. That's very, very confusing, isn't it? Oh, there it is. Before we open that door, that might be trapped, by the way, so I'll have to remember to use telekinesis. Let's see what we've got. Still Claymore. I don't think that's going to be cursed, but that should be cursed, so let's save. Last time we had a really, really tough fight with one of those Tremora. I'm gonna be ready, I believe. Ah, there you are. Ouch, 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 ouch. They do hurt. What do I do? Do I go for a potion of fire shield? I mean, I'm getting the fire damage now, so it's probably too late. Or do I go for a nice heal? I'm gonna go for a heal. I'm not sure I'll survive the damage I'm taking right now. Yeah, we'll go for the best one because we can't drink anything for 5 seconds. Shero, hi, welcome on in. And Meiji, you're saying that's what I would like to think so, but lore building and RP is so fun that it could be anything really. Isn't that brilliant? That's the best thing, isn't it? You take the lore, you take the sort of the random things that happen in your game, and then you go, oh, it's the will of Hersin, or it's whatever you can come up with. It's just brilliant. It's just brilliant. Like the hat. It's not like I set out, okay, I'm a Spellsword, I need a wizard hat. It's just I found one, and then I decided that this is how I define myself as a Spellsword. Whatever. Good thing he has staff and not a warhammer. Yeah, if it was a two-handed weapon, I would be on my knees already. And we don't want that. I think I might go for that again. If I, get out of there. And then... Sorry, Paxson, you'll be fine, I promise, I hope. Kinda. I should use my sword while I have it. No more spells. No more fire. I think I reflected that, didn't I? Can I heal myself without... Yeah, I mean, a whole 3 points, I know. We're gonna corner him, Paxson, well done. If only... Oh, come on. Why can't I hit the guy? Let's go with spells. Do you think he actually healed himself? Because the health indicator I get is like... There we go. Yeah, the health indicator is bugged. And I got a feeling like he really should be dead now. You should be dead, buddy. Come on, not with all the damage you've taken. I think there's some magic happening. Shero, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on in. Something weird's happening there. He should be so dead. He should be so dead. There we go. It's like he's got a restore health going on. There we go. There we go. Yeah, we're getting him. I don't know, maybe he had a fortify health potion or something. Come on. Come on. There we go. Whew. Deja vu. Yes, I know. I was wondering. It could be that he had a 45 health potion. Simple as that. Dremora Lord. Oh, wow. Good loot. Good effort. So pleased. You can... I'm gonna take it. It's like, I fought the guy. I'm gonna take it. So we got a cursed gem that, by the way, let's double check. It's probably not cursed anymore. So when we go back to Old Ebonheart to turn the quest in, we're gonna have to do a bit of a console magic. So we have some cursed gems because we've been collecting them. Yeah, you were absolutely right, Prof. From the moment I pick it up, the cursed gem becomes a regular. It's replaced by an emerald. You said that was from a patch for purist, right? It's gonna make it more difficult to do my quest. I think that's it for the cursed items that we are bound to pick up. I'm not gonna pick that up. It's just too heavy for me. And it's not gonna do me any good. Before I open the door, we need to level up, and personally, as a Daedric princess worshipper, sleeping in a Daedric ruin that reeks of the blood of my enemies under the not so benevolent gaze of Malakath is just brilliant. Carried over into patch for purist. And why was that? What's the point? I mean, it means that they are going to stack together with other emeralds. Once you've picked it up and triggered the curse ones, I don't think you can trigger it again, can you? Or can you trigger it every time you pick it up? I doubt it. Okay, we're not particularly tired, so let's just nap for a couple of hours. Level up. 7. Ta-da! X-Fire! Whatever. Welcome on in. Alright, we're a Spellsword. I do want to be a little faster because it's nice. We do want more strength and more endurance. I mean, it's 1 hit point right there. I can't just pass 1 hit point. The rest of our skills, or attributes rather, are increasing based on how our skills increase. So that's why we only have the ×1 multiplier. It's because these increase on their own. In vanilla, you can resummon the Dremora and collect their weapon. Alright, so it's just to make sure there is no exploit. Which I wouldn't do. I wouldn't exploit it. The only thing I exploit is when a deadly enemy is stuck behind a rock and then I use everything I've got to try and kill them before they get unstuck. That's not an exploit. It's okay, it's an exploit. Alright, let's go for that door, shall we? Now that I've found it. There it is. Oh no, don't make me swim. No, maybe not. Okay, good. Oh, that's where the wife is, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, tell me why you're here. Malexa. You don't look like another of these cultists, please. You must help me get out of here before they perform whatever unholy ritual they've got planned for me. Tell me more about this ritual. Do you think it could please Malakath? They kidnapped me while I was traveling with my husband, Sasson. Please, you must help me escape and return me to him. Will you help? I'm thinking. Here's what I'm thinking. Malakath won't talk to me, and maybe it's because I need to prove myself to him. I dispatched of the cultists because they were worms and they attacked me anyway. But if I complete the ritual, bear with me, if I complete the ritual, surely, yes, do follow me. Surely that will please Malakath. So, follow me. Can you follow me well? Yes, you're a good girl. Alright. Yes. I'm not quite sure how rituals are done. In vanilla, you can combine them with normal gems to create potions with effects. Oh, that's very true, because they can give emerald. Josh, hey, welcome. Welcome on in, Raiders. You shall not pass. And yet, here you are. Nice to see you guys. How was your stream? Actually, you know what? Let me alt tab for a second. I need to update my raid messages, because with a host I already made sure that, you know, you get a shout out, but with the raid that doesn't happen. There we go. Oblivion, yes, I saw. What did I see? I saw your tweet this morning where you were talking about speechcraft, where for half an hour you just go, come on, I'm going to tell you a joke, now I'm going to insult you, now I'm going to boast, and now I'm going to tell you a joke. And apparently that's how you make friends in Oblivion, which is so weird. The speechcraft minigame is... It starts with good intentions, but it really didn't turn out really great. Fontaine, hi, welcome on in. Welcome on in, everyone. Ninja, nice to see you. It's been a while. And also, while I'm at it... Hey! I hadn't seen that gif in a while. Thank you so much for the bits, Montaigne. Really appreciate it. That song, I mean, for me, maybe I'm the only one who feels joy hearing that. It's a song from the 80s of a French singer who made the title in English. It makes me happy. On top of the bits. It's just cherry on top, I guess. But really appreciate it. And before I forget, Meiji Wolf, I hope I'm typing that right. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. We were just talking about a great game on the stream. It's called Omicron Nomad Soul. I don't think I've heard of it. What sort of game is it? We're just about to do a ritual here. Oh, I guess I have to pick this up. This must be the ritual blade, don't you think? Please don't be cursed. You're not cursed. Good. Okay. Okay. So, first. Well, first I've got to kill her, I think. Malexa, in the name of Malakath. Oh crap. Sorry, Paxson. Move, Paxson.
Please, be careful.
I'm so sorry.
I'm not giving up that.
Oh, you are. Okay. No, Paxson, no. Paxson gets a little twitchy if I hit him. Okay. In the name of Malakath, I offer thee the skull of the Red God woman. Good, good. In the name of Malakath, I also offer thee the flesh of the Red God woman. I mean, what Daedric prince wouldn't be thrilled with that? Gentleman Dapper, thank you so much for the follow. Have you heard of David Cage? No. Nicolas Cage, yes. David Cage, I don't think so. Then again, if you tell me what it's related to, maybe I'll put, you know, two and two together. You raided into the middle of a ritual. It's our first ritual to try and gain the favor of Malakath right now. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Hey, Romy! Hello! Long time no see. How have you been? You're welcome, Meiji Wolf. I really should have remembered to do that as soon as you joined. Really. I'll update my raid alert, because it should happen all the time. Greetings, Gentleman Dapper. Such a lovely name. Gentleman Dapper. Almost redundant, isn't it? And finally, we give you the spoon that was not. I suppose we need to return the ritual blade. There. I don't know. I don't know. There must be a trigger. Something we're not aware of. Fire. No. Lightning. Maybe it takes time. You'll tell us what you think, Malakath. In the meanwhile, we're done here. Good Daedric exploration. We got rid of the competition, those cultists that wanted to get the favor of Malakath. We performed a ritual. I think we're good. We're doing really, really good. He's a French game director responsible for huge masterpieces such as Indigo Prophecy, Beyond Two Soul, and Detroit Become Human. And I've never played these games, even though he's French. It's like, what? I'm ashamed to my people and to my country. Honestly. And so that's his next game. Let me scroll up to find it again. Oh, this. Omicron Nomad Song. I'll look it up. What sort of game is it? Because I must confess that I'm kind of very limited in the games I like playing, or even the games that I can play. Okay, we need to come on. We need to make it to sorry, to Nizis, because that's what we were trying to do. We want to go to Nizis, see if we can get a replacement for Sari. I mean, we miss Sari so much. So to Nizis we go. The buffering is insane. It's crazy. I'm not dropping any frames. Oh, but the FPS is low. He is the real shame. Oh, it's me. My FPS is down to 60 right now, when typically I get a little more than that. You're getting buffering it as well?
Your FPS is down to 60.
No, but that's the other one. I'm looking at the wrong thing. My kilobytes is down to 3000. That's the one I'm looking for. But it's true. It says FPS 60 as well, but that doesn't move. Why? Cool in Nizis. So this is Alt Veloci. I'd like to make a run. Or hang on. Can I take a boat to Nizis? No, I can't. You're very far behind? Really? Oh, bummer. Ninja, you're saying it's everything he couldn't decide what he wanted it to be. Platforming, fighting, action exploring, FPS and RPG element. Fontaine, thank you so much for the follow. So it's a game that's everything and nothing at the same time. He is the real shame, so not me. Good. My kilobytes, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Games that tries to be everything probably ends up being nothing. How about, what are you doing here, kid? Go home. Honestly. Okay, making a straight line for Vivek. For Nizis. I think. Apart from ravines that we can cross. Hopefully this is the way. Get the companion and then go home to our personal Daedric ruin. Nizis, that's the way. Exactly. The game I am quite eager to try is Outward, because from what I'm reading, it's well, it's the sort of game that I could play. So I'm sure at some point it's going to be on sale. Not right now because it's just quite new. But soon enough, you know, it's going to be in a bundle or something. Yes, we are getting close to Nizis with all the bridges and I can never tell which one is which. More bridges. But we're close. I know we're close. Ninja Karasa? I'm gonna go with Ninja. Thank you so much for the follow. Ah, okay, I think... Whoa, no. I think I just jumped in the Kaguti nest, didn't I? Very clever. Very, very clever. And we have some bandits there. One down? No, not quite. And I get all 4 of them, no less. Are they all chasing? Sure, they're all after Paxson. Oh, you poor darling. Mask. Honestly, all 4 of you against my rat. I was a little tense right there. Dapper wants to play that, but I mean, cheap drain intelligence. I don't think I want that. The thing is, there are games that totally surprise you. Like, I know for a fact that there's games, you know, I saw them on Steam and I clicked on ignore because I was like, nah, not my cup of tea. And then it so happens that I got them in the monthly bundle, and I was like, okay, you know, let's give it a try. And I really enjoy it. So, you know, when you have low expectations or no expectations, you get to be pleasantly surprised. Sometimes not, but sometimes yes. You've already finished it, and what did you think of it? Did you actually find it any good? I mean, you know what? I said that a game that tries to be everything ends up being nothing, but sometimes I actually find a really, really good balance. Oh, troll bone. See, for bone mold, I need 30. I'm not that far. I am not that far. 26. Maybe we're gonna have to do some mudcrab training to get our medium armor to 30. Alright, we killed a bunch of things. So that's the den of the Alet. Yes, thought so. Let's be safe. I am not wearing that, so we'll leave it there. There was another dead guy somewhere, wasn't there? Gotta love the grass. The grass is great, but Paxson, can you find the corpse? There were more of them, wasn't there? Okay, never mind. It was a jazzy game. I enjoyed the adventure. The gameplay felt a bit random from time to time, but it was more enjoyable than a lot of games I've done. Oh, the final boss wasn't that fun though. That's a bit disappointing though when that happens. I know I finally finished Diablo 3, like just, you know, the whole campaign, and I cranked up the difficulty because it was too easy. But to kill the final guy, like I understood what it was doing, and it was just a matter of avoiding, but it had so much damage that it was just a grind fest right there in a single fight. And that totally ruined it for me. Like the way they made the fight or the difficulty greater is by increasing the hit points, and so it just took forever. So I reduced the difficulty because there was nothing in the fight. You know, it's kind of fun when you figure out how you're gonna beat this guy, but then when you figure out how you're gonna beat the guy and realize that you have to do it for the next half hour. So that's one way a lot of some final bosses are spoiled for me. When you know how to beat them, and you just have to rinse and repeat whatever you need to do. I don't know if that's what's happened. HP scaling and damage scaling, the big obstacle of difficulty design in Diablo games. At least that's what happened in Diablo 3. To be honest, with Diablo 1 and 2, I played a game, but I never felt the urge to go, ooh, now let's play it in Nightmare. I think that was the next level. No, I never felt like I wanted to do that, so I didn't try the higher difficulties. With Diablo 3 I had to. I was just blitzing, and I'm not a good player, and I was just blitzing through that, never died. So I increased the difficulty. At some point I put it to Torment, I don't remember, 10. And so there was that enemy, and I was hitting it, seemingly not doing any damage, but neither was I dying. So just for the sake, like out of curiosity, I measured how long it took me to kill the thing. It was between 5 and 10 minutes, which is forever for a single enemy, right? And then I reduced the difficulty, not because it was too hard, but because they just had so many HP that it would take forever to kill anything. So yeah, I wish the... But then Morrowind, I mean, I love Morrowind, okay, let's... but the... Where is it? Gameplay preference? The difficulty here, that's what they do. They just increase the HP. They don't make the enemy smarter or the environment deadlier. They just increase the HP. It's a simple way to do it. So let's not blame Diablo there. It's not the only game that does that. But it's not ideal, I agree. There was another David Cage game you may have heard of. It's called Heavy Rain. The Golden Apple from PlayStation Move Day. At least according to PlayStation... Oh, PlayStation Move. Was that a portable PlayStation? Was it? If so, I've never heard of it. Then again, I'm not a console player. That doesn't, like, PlayStation, I've played some games, but not an awful lot of them. Jason, so Prof, you know that game? Does that bring back good memories or bad memories? How do you feel about SkyUI as a mod for players that want to experience to be genuine from Skyrim? I think SkyUI is a good addition, honestly. And personally, I would never say... Okay, unless it's a truly, truly bad mod. But it's the Wii remote. Ah, okay. I'm so not there. I'm not. But SkyUI, I think, is a good mod. It's good. And then that's what I was gonna say. There is no... Look, cannibals. The mod that gives everybody eyes and brains and flesh and everything, and then you talk to a trader and the trader is trying to sell you his own skull. You go, that's a major design flaw there. So it would probably fall in the category of bad mod, but at the same time it just allowed me to complete my ritual. Okay, the ritual didn't work, but still I got to do my ritual thanks to that mod. So honestly, even with subpar mod, you can do whatever you want. You know, it's not the mod; it's what you do with it. It's how you use it. The problem with Diablo is that their gameplay is very shallow. You don't have counters, blocking. I mean, that's pretty much ARPG. Or that's what the... Just give me a second. I'm my headphone is just... The cable is going round and round my chair. Not a great idea. There we go. True. Like, the strategy is quite limited. And once you understand... Occasionally you have a boss with a pattern, and once you understand the pattern, you're quite good to go. Though I did appreciate in Diablo 3 the fact that you could switch between skills. So potentially, depending on the sort of enemies you're fighting, you would prefer one to the other. Though in the end, I did most of the playthrough with the same skills. Like, I tried all of them, but I always went back to the same skill. So, but on paper, it gives you flexibility. So you can mostly use repositional tools, turns, outmaneuver bosses. So the only way to make the game harder are those two factors, which is kind of meh. Agreed. PlayStation Move is like Kinect. But hang on, because Kinect is the camera for the Xbox, right? PlayStation Move is actually... Okay, let me put things into perspective. I am not a console gamer, but I did have a PS2 back in the days. And so I can tell you, PlayStation was actually the first one to try and have the virtual reality camera thing. It was the iToy, which I adored. I had such a great time with the iToy. So I would say that, you know, PlayStation Move might look like it's a copy of Kinect, which is a poor excuse to copy Nintendo, but PlayStation was the first one with the iToy, like with a special camera. You've never played it, but there's a notorious scene where you press X to yell your son's name over and over and over. But see, I don't keep myself informed. Memes and things that everybody know. I just don't know it. It's also a bug near the end of the game, and makes a supposed tragic and powerful scene into a comedy. It's such a hard. I mean, you know, the games that try to have that very strong moment, but in the end you just giggle because it's so corny or cheesy or buggy. I mean, everything works. By the way, difficulty is now 14 because we're level 7. We have a mod that increases the difficulty every time we level up. I am so going to rip off my headphones because of my chair. Just give me a second, guys. We're safe until, you know, I move my chair around and catch the cable again. Let's try to do the thing where I put the cable up there. We'll try that. By that perspective, you could say that Virtual Boy, that atrocious Nintendo console never had, was the first VR experience in gaming. Never heard of it. Never was a Nintendo. There's a lot. I'm not a console gamer, not a Nintendo person. But my gaming experience started with the Sega Master System. So Sega, and then I have 3 brothers, and then my brothers we got an Amiga 500, and then much later on a PS1, and then very quickly the sort of games that I like were RPGs. So on consoles, apart from Final Fantasy, and then again it's a bit different, then I was not into the sort of games you get on console. Okay, let's go to Nizis. Come on, nothing will stop me. We are going to Nizis in that final. These guys that we just killed were outlaws, by the way. And you're fighting a bat. You know what? Go fight the bat. Baxon. Have fun with the bat. I believe Nizis is just... Oh, you... What? Give me a break. Did that kill most of you? That did! I didn't think that would work. You're pretty resistant. Ouch. That was so cool though right now, because she went from having the staff to trying to cast something. It looks like she did a flippy thingy with her staff. That looked pretty cool, I think. Let me catch up with you guys. The first VR experience was when people sat 1 centimeter away from the TV monitor while playing game. But I remember that time, like Master System, I remember that time the TV was not all that big, and with my brothers, so all 4 of us in a tiny little circle. So it was the TV, the console, there. I remember that. It was good times. If you don't care about spoilers, look for a heavy rain shown glitch. I don't think I will play the game. I mean, then again, maybe. Like I said, I've been surprised with games that I really didn't think were my thing, and I enjoyed them greatly. One such game that I didn't know I would love so much, and it's not a very, very popular one, I guess, is Dungeon of the Endless. Because it was like, it's turn-based, it's RPG, it's tower defense, and I was like, "Mrr." And it turns out I spent hours on it. Not as much as Morrowind, because Morrowind is Morrowind. Okay, Paxson, you're leaving me. Oh, I see, you're not leaving me, you're fighting for me, Paxson, you're great. What would I do without Paxson? Just die. I would die in Satany next to the tax collector. Okay. Paxson, are we good? No, we're not. As long as I hear Paxson doing the squeaky sound. Oh, shh. Oh, no, that's... Okay, let's not get close. I think that's a CM companion. Go away, Bruiser. I don't want a goblin companion. I don't think Paxson would forgive me. the betrayal. Now, I really want to loot those bodies, but again, between the grass, between the night time and the running around fighting... Paxson, stay close to me. I want a spell, not detect life, but detect corpses. That's the spell I need, detect corpses. Paxson is like a supermassive black hole gobbling up items and getting denser and denser. Yeah, possibly, I'm sure there's a reasonable explanation. Amulet on Almsleevey intervention. Well, it's all fine and dandy, but we did not join the temple, nor will the saints or the tribunal answer any sort of prayer. We may have their way. Sure. And an egg. What an odd thing to carry about. That's why she was not... You see the way she was fighting? She didn't give it a roll because she was afraid she was going to break her egg. Now I get it. Now I completely get it. It makes sense. It makes absolute sense. I'm sure there was another body somewhere. But okay, so that's Bruiser. So we should be on our way to Nizis. Let's get the high ground and try to see what's happening. That is okay. Here we are. Good. We made it. I know this place. We lost an NPC. We're not a character there. Romy, you're back. You are training your students in Monster Hunter. Nice. Nice. Now, your students. Who is that? How are you training them? You were giving them advice, or were you actually in-game, teaching them in-game? Either way, it's cool, by the way. What's the difference between intervention and recall again? The intervention spell, you have two of them. You get the divine intervention. That is going to teleport you to the nearest imperial cult shrine. While the Almsleevey intervention is going to teleport you to the nearest temple. And then mark and recall. When you mark it, you memorize a spot, any spot, and when you recall, you go back to that exact spot. They're all teleportation. Mark and recall is not connected to any of the faction, so typically all my characters can use them, whereas intervention spell, we have a mod that reduces it, and essentially if you're not a member of the Imperial cult, you can cast the divine intervention, but you're going to get a message that the gods or the divines didn't listen to you. So it makes it a bit... and also you can't cast them during a fight. Hello, Dolgru Dush. Can you confirm that we are warrior and spearman? Good, good, good. Do I want to join the Imperial Legion? No. No, I did say I was fed up with that Imperial armor that I've been wearing for a while. I'm not about to join the Legion where you know, wearing the armor is pretty much compulsory. So, no. Alright, we're looking for an Argonian. I think there's an... There. Please be neutral, Gris. Oh, come here, Gris. Yes! He can trust me. Oh, let's be friends. Okay. Tell me about you, Gris. I'm Gris. I'm an Argonian, an able warrior looking for adventure. Oh, he didn't like telling me that. Oh, come on, Gris. Let me see. Oh, crap. I was gonna say, let's just, you know, bribe him and become best friends in an instant, but admire is a speechcraft skill and speechcraft is stealth, and this character is not allowed stealth skills because he's a spell sword. Like, he embraces the combat skills, he embraces the magic skills, but that's it. Ninja, you're pretty tired and off to bed. Do get some rest. Thank you so much for stopping by, for following as well, and for chatting. Hope to see you soon. Have a good night. And Romy, you're saying teaching them the strength and weaknesses of most monsters, sharing your build and so on. That's cool. That's very cool. And it's also very enjoyable. There's something about sharing your knowledge that makes you feel good. Really. I know, I can tell. That's pretty much my job. Okay, now we have to make you maybe if I tell you about me. Yes, I'm heavy steps, I'm an Argonian, I'm a spell sword, and I want to improve my skills and ability, that's true. Let's be friends. We're now friends, brilliant. Now, as a friend, let's talk about Nizis, for example. It's an engaging conversation about Nizis. He's a big fan of Nizis. I'm going to try to keep that in mind. 63, I don't think that's enough to follow me. But tell me a little bit. What are you good at? You are spear. Oh, spear is his best thing. Oh, werewolf, thank you so much for the host and welcome on in, werewolf. How have you been? Last time playing Oblivion, yeah, we talked about that, didn't we? So that's a spear for him, or a long blade. I don't think I have a spear right now. And he likes to wear medium armor. We're gonna have to share the medium armor that we find. That's fine, that's fine. Wouldn't you say that we are the bestest of friends? Yeah, let me hear it again. I know it's a bit corny, but I can't remember if for a companion we need to get to 70. Let's try it. Let's see. Would you be my companion? An excellent idea. Brilliant. Okay, you're my companion now. What is your level? Do I know your level? Weapon, burst sign. I don't think I saw his level, did I? Level 4. Now he's level 4, I'm level 7, meaning I can also take him as my apprentice. I don't want you to be my partner. Where do I love you very much. No, none of that. Indeed we are. Abilities? Is that where we get... Yes, training. Yes, I will teach you many things. Now that means that over time he is going to level up. That's the only way you can get those guys to level up. With Baron's modification of CM partner, and I like that. That way you can really take care of your companion, right? And keep them alive. Okay, Gris. Since you're my companion, what do you have? You already have a good sword, that's good. You have bone mold cuirass, you can keep it because I'm honestly unable to wear it. Let's see if Paxton has something you might like. Paxton. I have a wizard staff. Oh yes, I have a wizard staff. I mean, this is May, so... I mean, he wasn't stupid with blunt. Good morning. You're feeling better. Well, I'm glad to hear that, werewolf. You've rested from your journeys, haven't you? It's good. It's important to take time to rest.